Hey, everybody that's watching at this moment. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Eric Christensen, and I'm joined today by my friend, Donna Campbell. And
Hey,
hey, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Donna, for being here.
of course.
So we're here to talk just a little bit about the Somaderm HGH Gel. And I want to thank you firstly for introducing me to the product. It's been just a few weeks now for me, and totally surprised. I mean, I'm a 50-year-old guy and I'm dealing with, the aging stuff like everybody else is. And, I've always been optimistic, and I've been working hard in my life for the last 10 years with yoga and a good, athletic regimen, but ultimately 50 caught up quick. And so, as with most people, I'm trying to figure out what I can do to back that off a little bit, put some years back on my life, at least make it not so painful. So I've already noticed with the gel, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in, well, firstly, the dream thing is wild, right? So I'm having
hmm
these dreams and feeling more alive in my sleep like never before, or at least not in a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm waking up, really more alive and energetic even after just a couple of weeks here. So I'm hopeful that the benefits will continue to accumulate and, the aches and pains will continue to dissipate, which I've already noticed some improvement there too.
hmm
It's kind of surprising me actually. So anyways, I know I'm new and you've been doing this a while, so maybe you could share with me, and you're a skin professional. You've been doing aesthetic treatments and so forth for a long time. So maybe just tell us a little bit about what you do, how you do it, and who you're doing it for, and what you've noticed with the gel as well.
Well, I am Donna Campbell. I'm in St. Mary's, Georgia, and I have my own little spa here in Kingsland, Fabulous Face Spa, and I've been doing aesthetics since 2015, 2016, so not real long. My profession before then was being a mom, which is something I love, but and then kids grow up. So
Yep.
um, But I got on the gel through a friend of mine because I have severe migraines. Well, I should say had. And I've only had one that kept me in bed for a couple of days since September, since being on the gel. And so for me, that was huge. I got on it for the migraines and for the hair loss because I think stress of opening my own business, I was losing like chunks of hair and I was scared I'd turn out looking like you. So I had to get and for a woman, that's kind of dramatic. So I was like, hey, what can I do? And she said, oh, that helps with the hair loss as well. I said, okay. Well, I got a bunch of new baby hair growth in the front and in the back. And that just started maybe not even a month ago. And a lot of people say it doesn't happen until 6 months to a year in, but I'm already getting it.
Hmm.
My third night in, I slept all through the night. I have RLS, and I didn't even notice I slept. My husband said I didn't kick him all night, so that's good. My skin has firmed up. I have so much energy now. I don't have to just lay there and toss and turn and talk myself into getting up. I can get right up immediately, and I stay up. I stay alert and healthy, and I get up, I get on my elliptical and sip my coffee, and I feel better than I have felt in years. And part of not feeling so great is also having severe depression. And so even though I'm still on my meds, I feel so much better
Oh,
than
wow.
even when I'm on my meds. And I just for those handful of reasons alone, I'll probably stay on it indefinitely.
Yeah. Well, and
But
like
it is
anything, until it
worth
stops working, why would you get in the way of something that's working, right?
exactly, exactly. That's like, a doctor telling you to keep taking your amoxicillin. Take it until it's gone so you feel better. Well, this you take and then you reorder and you keep feeling better. You don't have to worry about getting sick again, or you don't have to worry about going to losing all your hair and feeling like crap. You stay on the gel, 2 drops a day on your wrists, 5 days on, 2 days off, and I feel awesome. I can't speak for everybody else, but I feel wonderful.
That's fantastic. Well, and, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody needs to decide for themselves what works for them.
Yeah,
And this is a homeopathic remedy,
yes,
right? So,
it
you know,
is.
I mean, it's not prescribed by doctors. Typically, it might be recommended, but ultimately it's not, it's not a prescription requirement type thing, right? So,
Nope, it's FDA registered, not approved, because if it was approved, then it would not be a OTC, it would be a prescription. So it's FDA registered, so our plant and everything's processed up to FDA standards. We have a national drug code number, which of course, if you're registered with the FDA, that's also a compliance thing. So everything we do, Alexi Goldstein wants to be absolutely positive that everything is compliant and everything is top notch. We also have new product coming out in April that is not on anybody else's market. It will be exclusive to us as well.
what kind of products are those?
Products coming out this year. So I'm super excited to find out what it is.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you don't know either.
No. The diamonds know I am not a diamond. I'm still a peon. But I will be a diamond before the end of this year.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. Well, I mean, I'm still learning about all this stuff. You know, there's, it sounds like a pretty long string of potential benefits that people can realize.
Oh my gosh, there's 41 known potential benefits.
Well, that's pretty incredible. Well, I guess, you know, if anybody is exploring this and trying to figure out, you know, what's real, what's not, again, you know, you have to decide for yourself and educate yourself and understand what the options are in the market. And of course, check with your doctor and figure out, you know, if homeopathic options are, you know, a good idea for you. I think from what I've seen, there's folks that might have allergies that might be, you know, not realizing as many of the benefits because the aloe that's in the remedy could be a problem. Is that something?
Yeah, I had a client that she is allergic to aloe, so she couldn't take it because even she tried for a little over a month to take it, and the rash wouldn't go away, and that's how she figured out she was allergic to aloe as soon as she stopped using it, and she hates it because she felt so good on it.
Yeah, that's too bad.
You know.
Well, you know, again, it's interesting that you know, as I've kind of dove into this just in the last few weeks, this concept of, I guess it's microdosing, or the fact that, you know, we really are taking a very, very tiny bit of this HGH that is sourced from the pituitary gland of live animals or dead animals or however that goes. They're alive at one point.
Australia.
So it's all cows in Australia. And that's interesting, and ultimately how that gets processed and ultimately ends up in our end product in this very small, tiny dose, I guess. But that's the whole principle of homeopathy, is it's a cumulative effect. It's not like going and getting a big dose of an injectable, which is pretty much the same thing, just we're not ramming it into our system, we're slowly introducing it over time. It has these gradual effects. So there's generally not an immediacy to it, right? Even though you and I recognize some pretty quick benefits, the longer term benefits are probably more pronounced.
Yeah, from what I have read and what I've noticed, like for a lot of women, the cellulite thing, that's later on down the road. And for men, you know, with ED, they say that it has helped them a lot from what I've heard. But, you know, and for a lot of men, that's a big deal. They don't even want to talk to their doctors about that. But if they could rub on some gel and you're no longer half mash, you're at full attention, I mean.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know, I mean, getting old isn't a whole lot of fun at some stage, right? So it can, there's some things that go on that we don't all particularly look forward to. So slowing it down, whatever that takes, whatever that looks like, I'm all in. So I'm going to keep going with it. Got no reason until there's a reason very clear to me that I shouldn't go on. I will go on.
Yeah. Yep. That's like my husband's he's a professional power lifter in the USAPL, and there's a gear company called Age Badly. I think that would be a great motto for Alexi to contemplate.
Oh yeah. That's
for the gel, Age Badly.
Well, I'd rather age well. Let's do that.
Well, age badly. In other words, don't age at all.
Right, right, yeah, yeah. Well, awesome. I don't know, is there anything else you think you'd like to share?
I think everybody should give it at least 1 year, because even if you're not physically seeing the benefits with your own eyes, go get some blood work done, like before and after, so you can see the difference there.
Right.
Because even if you can't see a difference yourself, your blood work is going to tell a story that you can't see on a molecular level.
Right.
So that would benefit you to be able to do that, because some people just don't see it because we see ourselves daily. And take a picture before you start using the gel. Just like I tell my clients that come and get regular facials. I don't want you to think I'm just BSing you. Take a picture before you come, and take a picture at the end of our 6-month program. See how you have changed. You see you every day. You're not going to see yourself the same way everybody else sees you.
Right. And in the blood work, is that the, what is it, the IGF-1 or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And just
Okay.
tell the doctors what you want the lab to test you for.
Right. Yeah. I think I should go do that. I haven't done that yet, but I'm due for blood work. I've got thyroidism, and so I get
And
tested
that would help a
regularly.
lot.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful. You know, my metabolism is slowed way down, and you know, even just taking the T3, T4, it's not, you know,
Not doing what it should.
doesn't produce, you know, HGH, right? So
No.
the other things that happen with aging, you know, and I used to take the glutathione supplements like 10 years ago, and I found that to be very helpful. But you know, HGH helps with glutathione production, so
Yes, it does.
I'm trying to see how that, you know, might positively affect me over time too. So
Yeah, just give it some time. I mean, what do you have to lose? Nothing.
right,
Try it
I
for
can stay
one
where I'm at,
full
or I can,
year.
yeah,
And if you've given it 1 full year and you don't see anything, but you have to be patient. We didn't get this way overnight.
that's right.
I'm 51 years old. It took a little while for all these aches and pains to kind of catch up, you know?
Yep.
So take your time, be patient, be consistent, and I promise you will see changes. Just give it 1 year.
Good advice coming from a professional.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Donna, thank you for, again, introducing it to me and for sharing your story here. All we can do now is try to share the story with others and hope they realize benefits as well. But again, you know, individual decisions need to be made. So
Yep.
everybody just, you know, look out for your best health.
That's all we got.
Awesome.
Gotta
Well,
take care of it.
okay, Donna, I'm sure you and I will connect here again soon, but thanks again. And everybody that's watching, you know, I don't know how you could lose unless your doctor says it's not the right thing for you. Give it a try. Bye for now.
Bye.